Hi, folks. I hope everybody's doing good out there on this beautiful Monday. Yeah, the Buck 110 was a big hit. So, without further ado, I'm going to give you all one more look at it in the man purse pouch, which is cool. Cool as school. Now, one thing, I was reading the comments, and I should probably put what I'm going to start doing is putting press down on the little heartsy thing after I read your comments. But if you look close, you can see the pins in the bolsters, and someone brought that up and said that kind of disappointed them, and I agree. I was kind of hoping that the high polish would hide the pins a little more, but that's not an end all and be all. Forgot to show you guys straight down the middle. Get that blade centering without any side to side at all. Usually with a lock blade you'll get some side to side. And one more look at it this way. So, but today, or during this video, I slipped in a comment where I said I bought some expensive knives that I wanted to show you. And that's expensive in my book. I've never bought a knife over 300, and you guys remember I was highly critical of Jack Wolf knives for their price bracket. We're going to put the Buck over off to the side at 274. But I came across something I really wanted that came out about 3 weeks ago, and it was over $300. So I decided to let's go for it. I mean, it's we're going to call it a Fun Knife Friday on a Monday. Let's take a look at it. Now, don't get me wrong. Our collection was built on finding, a lot of these here are expensive knives, but our collection was built on a lot of very affordable knives too, which are some of these that we'll get into. Man, this is a beautiful center swell graveyard jack. Beautiful knife. And some more Frank Busters, but the Frank Busters that were very affordable. But yeah, a lot of my knives that are out here are the ones I paid a little bit more for. But I'm going to show you guys something in a minute or two that'll reassure you that the Warthog collection has a little bit for everybody. But here's the $300 knife. Bingo, bango. Now, previously, the longest blade I ever bought is I have a few fixed blades at 8-inch blades, and I always wanted a cold steel for the collection, but I never came across the right one to pull the trigger on it until this came across 3 weeks ago. I had seen the ones that were out that were with the cheaper steel, but I wanted to go whole hog on it, and this is the San Mai steel, which for you steel nerds know, it's top grade steel. Steel's the San Mai. It's a little over a pound. Blade length 12 inches. Overall length 17 inches. Thickness 5 millimeters. Handle is 5 inches long. G10 grip. And let's take a little look at it from inside or outside the box. Of course, Cold Steel has a forever warranty, I guess they call it that. At least close to it. But I'm going to beat down on this thing. When I get stronger, we're going to slice some watermelons outside and have a little Tanto fun. Comes with its own sheath. I haven't unpacked that yet. And the bubble wrap is one of the most beautiful hunks of steel you're ever going to see. I promise you that. And I told you yesterday that I thought the edge on that Buck 110 was done brilliantly. Try and say that 3 times. We'll get the box out of the way. But this Cold Steel gives it a run for the money on the edge. So, it's so big it's going to be hard to keep in the frame. But we got some things, we're going to give it a field test too. Look at that hollow grind. I don't know. 5 millimeter thick steel. Supposedly it has a 3-way heat treat, which is kind of gives it a spring-loaded sensation. You can see where the hardness, it's harder from this point to the edge, and then softer up at the top to give it some flex when you come down on top of something. At least that's what the video said. And of course, this is something right in the line of what I wanted from Cold Steel. Something I could relate to Lynn Thompson with. I mean, you talk about one crazy dude. You know, for the past year, I've had the Grim Reaper riding my ass. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind him riding on my ass. But I've been beating him down. Been beating him down for the past year. But he's getting closer and closer. So, Mr. Grim Reaper, come see who's your daddy now. Yeah, this is sweet. This is sweet. I know the Warcraft and the whole fantasy thing, it's not really my gig, but the shape of the Tanto and its history, you know, history with the Japanese swords, is just beauty. Beauty unfolded 1,000 times over. Full tang, like just a little over a pound, 5 millimeter thickness, hollow grind. But look at this edge. It is sharp. And we're going to test to see how sharp it is. I'm not strong enough to run up to the grocery store and grab a couple watermelons yet, but I got something else planned for Fun Night Friday on a Monday. Cold Steel made in Taiwan. My first over $300 blade, and just a beautiful hunk of steel, and quality steel at that. Quality build, G10. And are you guys ready? Let's go. I've already seen part tour of the house. Let's go. Of course, nothing got cleaned up over here yet. And I'm sure you guys understand all these are filled with knives. And there's, my sister did that because she's been helping out around the house. But yeah, we're stacked up with knives all over the place here. Got knives mixed in up over here. But let's go over into what used to be the bedroom, which is now a storage room because I sleep out in the front room on the medical bed. Storage room, which used to be a bedroom. We have a box here, and we're going to test it out in a minute. First, let me show you the dresser. You might think this is filled with clothes. You would be wrong. Knives El Grande. Let's see if we can put